The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, we got our winner of the tickets for Noah Khan at Alpine Valley. We'll have those every day around this time with Brian and Kenzie on Q101 right around 8 a.m. every day this week. And I want to report that it's gaining steam online. It's taking off at Q101's Facebook page of my plan to finally correct what's going on with your Chicago Bears. I've tried everything. I've tried jumping in the lake in January and below zero temperature and got pneumonia. I've gone up to Hallis Hall and put a real estate sign in front of it and almost got arrested. I've done those things. Nothing's changed. Here we are, an embarrassment, a laughingstock of the country. And the only way I see it to make a difference is for nobody to show up to the toilet bowl this Sunday. Broncos at Soldier Field, where, by the way, the Bears are underdogs coming up in that game against the Broncos, who are horrendous and lost by 50 points on Sunday. So I get it. You're a season ticket holder. You already bought tickets. Do not sell them. Eat them. And make Soldier Field a vast wasteland like The Walking Dead. That's the only message that gets sent to the owners to do something different, as in sell the team. So that's what I'm asking everybody to do today. It's hard. I get it. There's nothing without sacrifice. Nothing good ever happens unless you take a chance. And I'm trying to crunch some numbers and see if maybe I'll buy your tickets and not show up. All your season ticket holders out there, I think we're in the seven figures, somewhere in the $1 million range. I can't figure that out yet. My wife's an audit. She's figuring it out for me. But please like and share that picture we have up on Q101.com. Actually, at Q101's Facebook page, share that to show everybody that an empty Soldier Field is the only message you can send, that you are not happy. Your time has been wasted, and your investment in a team has been wasted to what we saw yesterday. Go there, comment, like, share, get it out there as much as possible today, and I'll work on buying your tickets for Sunday if I can figure that thing out there. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Again, we'll have more of those Noah Khan tickets at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so make sure you're here with us. And I don't know, remind me never to move to Burr Ridge. That's just a little reminder there. I mean, I live on the north side right now and probably staying in the city if I can, but look at wonderful communities like St. Charles is one I look at often.
Oh, I love St. Charles.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to get out there and have some open land and some space. Burr Ridge, though, not targeting necessarily all y'all out there, but there's been a petition in front of the Burr Ridge officials pushing against the possibility of a Costco development in the village of Burr Ridge. Now, 450 people have signed it as of Friday morning. So not a huge contingent, but then again, I don't know the total population of Burr Ridge. It's not monstrous. They don't want a Costco there because of, quote, traffic issues, noise, environmental damage, and the impact on property values.
Noise. Costco closes at 6 p.m. on Saturdays.
Yeah, they do close early then, and I guess just in general with the amount of traffic that Costco's bring in these days.
They bring in a lot of traffic.
I do miss the old days of Costco when I was like a member, way back in the day when there wasn't tons of people going in there, and now everybody's got a membership.
I don't think you were like ahead of the game. Like you were like a hipster for Costco.
I was actually.
They didn't set that whole building up and there was 4 customers, Brian. It wasn't a mom and pop shop at the beginning.
Good Lord. There wasn't the 30 million members they have now. 30 million people have a membership now.
Yeah.
I was like, number, I don't know, like 25,000, somewhere in there.
You have an ID card. This is like number 4.
So they don't want it there because of those reasons, saying it's going to, mainly the property values, which is, I find interesting that would bring down property values.
I don't know about that. I guess if it becomes the view from the house, I suppose.
I guess if it's right in your backyard.
Yeah, I guess the 400 people who signed are like everybody that's like, it obstructs our view.
We lost our view.
It was a field. It was beautiful.
Oh, damn, Costco ruined my view.
We used to have deer in our backyard. This is horrible.
Now, I don't know if you're one of the people that signed that petition, but you can always call up. It's open forum here at 312-591-8300. It also makes me think about things in your neighborhood that went up or things in your city that you don't like for whatever reason. And because, I'm kind of in this little wasteland right near Wrigley Field where I kind of like all that stuff. Like the bars and the restaurants, it's all good. You know what I mean? I'm not like...
I get excited when businesses open.
Yeah.
I love to try everything.
Yeah, but I know there are people that say, like, our neighbor was great before blank got in here or something like that. Something popped up. I don't know, a vape shop I don't know. That wouldn't be too good.
So we have like a strip mall near my house.
Yeah.
And the only thing that bums me out is they keep putting haircut places in it. So now there's like 3 haircut places.
In one strip mall?
And I'm like, that's okay. I want a bakery. You know what I mean? Like, I want some variety. Well, one haircut place is wonderful, but
sure.
That's enough. Because there's not a lot that's like super, super, super close to my house, and that little strip mall is.
Yeah.
And that gets a little bit annoying, like the repeat businesses. Because at one point there was like 2 ice cream stores and 3 haircut places.
Okay, I'm for a couple ice cream stores competing for your business.
But like 3 haircut, 2 ice cream. Like, can we get a restaurant? Like, you know, like let's mix it. Let's make it spicy, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, a bunch of haircut places together. It seems like you said, one sounds okay, and you can go down the block a mile away and make another haircut place. But
Yeah,
is there something in your neighborhood or your community or city, just something around your house that went up and you don't like it anymore? You're like, ugh, I don't like that anymore.
Maybe I'm just a half glass full person because I get excited. I'm like, oh my God, Home Goods. Oh my God, a new grocery store. I get so excited. I get excited because I saw a car wash sign the other day. I'm like, oh, I hope they have great deals.
A new car wash would be amazing.
My car gets dirty because I commute, so it gets really dirty. And I'm like, ooh.
Well, maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe everybody's happy with their neighborhood. It doesn't really bother them that much. But obviously, Burr Ridge is upset that a Costco might come in, which, I love. Like, if a Costco opened up in Burr Ridge, I live nowhere near there. I'm on the north side. I'd go out there to check out the new Costco. I'd go to Burr Ridge. You get my business if they open a Costco
Well,
out there.
you're exactly what they don't want there, apparently. They signed a petition because they heard that.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So we're talking about the village of Burr Ridge. A petition's out there, and it's growing. 450 residents out there not wanting a Costco because they think it's going to bring the values down. Now, I know Burr Ridge is pretty exclusive as a village and rich. I mean, the homes are pretty big out there.
Yeah, everyone's accused the people of signing the petition that they don't want. They're accusing people who go to Costco of being poor or something because, like, we like deals.
Yeah.
But I think that it just makes you financially responsible. You could have a lot of money and just not want to waste it.
And by the way, go to a Costco, people of Burr Ridge that are against this, and see the parking lot. It's all Beamers and Mercedes, and they're fine.
No, listen, I unfortunately fit the stereotype they don't want there. I get where they're coming
What, your
from.
Jeep goes up there?
No, like I'm not exactly rolling in it. So but there are people there who are. I'm sure.
There are. I'm not either. Like, I got there to save money on the best deals, and I like their products and everything about it. I'm not getting paid to say that. It's a wonderful place. It's beautiful.
I like so we got some texts though,
Yeah.
right? And Mitchell texted in and said, in the town of Markham, there's a laundromat that is also a slot machine place. And it has a Vegas-styled sign out front.
Oh, that's awesome.
A huge laundromat with a Vegas. Apparently, he's not a fan, but I think that's kind of funny.
Well, we were talking about things in your city or neighborhood or whatever that popped up, and you're like, I don't want that there anymore. And I've had this house here forever. I don't want that. Probably some of the people in Burr Ridge don't want a Costco. They're happy with how it is. Yeah. So Jan's checking in from Aurora. Jan, ahoy.
Ahoy, guys. Love your show. Listen to you all the time.
Appreciate
I don't
it.
know. You know, I live the first exit off of 88 by the outlet mall. We've been here for like 23 years, and they just announced that our casino in downtown Aurora is closing, and they're moving it across from our outlet mall, like 2 blocks away from my house. I don't know what to think about this. It could go... I'm like, does this raise my property taxes? Will this lower my property taxes? I'm like, I don't know what to think. Like at Black Friday now, that mall area is like a zoo. I can't even imagine this whole complex directly across the street from it. I don't know, guys. I'm scared to death.
Calm
Oh my
down.
God.
Calm down. Things are going to be okay.
I feel like the good news is when a business like that moves in, think of the taxes they pay on gambling, right?
Yeah.
For a city or town. So
yeah.
all your potholes, like you're going to have some nice ass sidewalks, girl. You know?
We have one in Aurora already, though. It's just moving from downtown to out here by my house.
Yeah. So they already got the casino there and they're moving it.
Yeah,
That's going to take a lot of years to do.
Yeah, so I'm like really frightened. I'm like, they have to come up with like a way big plan for traffic control. My gosh, I mean that mall gets so much traffic now. At Black Friday, you can't even see the line of cars heading towards Chicago waiting to turn in there now.
Well, the good news, Jan, is I think the casino crowd is way different than the Black Friday shopping crowd. They're like, Black Friday shoppers are rambunctious. I feel like a lot of casino goers are exhausted. They just want to sit down. They're not in a hurry. They're going to be there all day. Like, all my grandparents are casino goers. They're not causing a ruckus at all.
They're rolling in there with their penny slots.
Yeah, like noon. They're like at the most convenient time. They're not, not at rush hour by any means.
That's true. Well, Kenzie, you made me feel so much better about that. That's true,
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, trust me. I don't think. You may have a tennis ball shortage in the community, but I think that's it.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're getting our traffic report here coming up about 10 minutes with things being a little sticky out there on some of the roads and some of the big accidents there were earlier on in the show. And that relates to, if you're in your car, and I don't know, sometimes people I know that carpool in the morning actually take somebody to work in the morning. You have somebody in your car. And listen, in the morning, I'm going to eat something, I'm going to drink something. And a lot of people have rules for their cars. They kind of, like we're just talking about in Burr Ridge, how they have the expensive cars in a Costco parking lot. But sometimes you ever look in the window of cars in a parking like that? Like I look at a Mercedes and you see like McDonald's wrappers everywhere. I go, this person's living their best life. They're comfortable. The car's kind of a mess inside. But you were telling me something about, like, obviously, you're married and you have another car. Your husband has his own car. He has a rule for his car that's not a rule of your car, Kenzie?
Right. I definitely have the car that we can just, like, beat up. I have the Jeep Wrangler. Like, that's one that we take to the pumpkin patch. When I picked up a bunch of mums. When I picked up, like, a ton of mums or whatever, when I go pick up, like, Christmas tree stuff, we take my car. Like, I don't care because I'm going to clean it out. Like, I got to vacuum it after. But the whole point is to make life easy. I don't need a car that I'm scared to like sit in or drive or put a tree in. That's counterproductive.
I think so too.
I have way too much crap to take care of. I don't need to be like, everything needs to be pristine here also. That's just another project in my mind.
Right.
That's why I love Wrangler, because I'm like, I can beat it up a little bit. And it lasts. Like, that's what it's made for. So, getting my husband's car, so we're going to my son's baseball game. And I want to stop and I got my little Dunkin', I was like, okay, we're sitting at the baseball game for 2 hours. Give me a little treat, okay?
Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it.
And you know when they click the lid top on, sometimes it drips because the ridges of that lid, it's so full, it drips down the side.
No lid is perfect.
Yeah,
no lid is perfect.
whatever.
They seals all the liquid in, fully.
Okay, so it drips in his car. He has all white interior inside. He's very bougie. I don't know why with a family, I let him get whatever car he wants. I don't care. But he picked all white interior, and he has a full-ass family. Okay, so this is on you, boo.
You got your kid, a 9-year-old, and you got another one on the way.
Yeah,
that
and
car's
you got
toast.
me, and we were very aware of how often I'm very spill-prone as a person. He's like, seriously, I don't want you to have anything besides water in my car. You spill stuff. When you have food, you drop it. I'm like, can it? I do not care at all. You will be fine. And yeah, he was all upset about the coffee dripping in his car. I cleaned it up. It's not like I left it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't imagine putting myself on such strict guidelines. I can't even enjoy a coffee in my car. Because he has nothing. He won't do it.
Yeah. That's not
it's
living.
Not even enjoyable.
There's nothing better than driving and having a Baconator in one hand in your car. That's like a great feeling of empowerment, and you're in your element in your car, like in your home, in my space, and I'm doing what I want. It's freedom. It's freedom, I tell you. And so, I don't know.
What the hell? We'll clean it up. If something spills, you clean it up.
But there are people that have strict rules in their cars, and I'm curious what your guys' rule is. Like no eating, drinking, whatever. Who controls the radio, making sure it's on Q101? You know what I mean?
You think that type of thing?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like I can't stand just like on a plane if I'm ever in the back seat of people, of my own car. Don't move the seat back. I have the seat set. Megan goes in and always moves the seat around. Now I'm tall, so I have it back all the way. And there's an automatic setting on the Nissan Rogue, but I haven't bothered to set it up so I can get in and just push my own thing. I can't stand getting in the car when I have to readjust the seat. You know what I mean?
Well, you share a car with somebody, so.
I know, but I drive it more. I drive it to work every day. She works from home most of the time. So I should have precedent over that. Can we leave the seat alone? It's okay. It's very comfortable. It's back a little further. She's not short. She can reach the pedals and everything.
My car is jacked up after my husband uses it. Because he's 6'3" or 6'4", and I'm 5'2".
Right.
I can't see out of a single mirror. I can't reach a pedal. Like, what the hell happened in here?
Right, exactly. But do you guys have rules for your cars like that of no eating? Because it's the worst to get in someone's car. We're starving. We're going to the show. Let's just stop through. We'll go through the drive-through.
You don't care.
No. We'll
it
do
was
the
so funny. I remember my son and I, we went out to go pick out pumpkins or whatever for the house. It was a year ago. And I always let him have dessert each night if he eats his dinner. And we were going after dinner. We were going to go grab everything. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, I didn't get dessert. And I'm like, we'll pick up a milkshake, whatever. So I pick him up a milkshake. And he's just holding it in the car. And I go, what are you doing? And he's like, well, do I have to wait till I get home? I go, no. And now he always wants to take my car. The expression on his face when he found out he could eat the milkshake in the car, he was like, this is a whole new world.
Freedom.
For him. Yeah.
Freedom.
He's like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't care. Just whatever.
Are you one of those car people that can't have anybody doing anything in your car? And we want to hear from you at 312-591-8300. A lot of people texting in already. Juan texted in, Jesus, Brian, it's not hard to set up seat memory. I know. I haven't gotten around to it. I've only had the Rogue for a year. I haven't set up my seat memory thing. It's like one button. You just hold it and go it. But I can't stand it when I get to have to readjust the seat. It's annoying. And I know we share the one car, but...
Right, you can't be like, these are my car rules. Well, you said Megan makes more money than you, so I don't really, it's probably her car
we don't
rules.
talk about money in the house. I don't know who makes what. She probably makes more.
You don't know how much she makes.
We don't talk about it.
Brian, you won't even look me in the eye.
I can't look you in the eye on this right now.
You know how much she makes.
312-591-8300. Call in if you have these rules and you pride yourself on your spotless car. I want to hear your passion about your car if you're that kind of person. Or you just throw wrappers in the back seat like I do. And eventually you have to do an unloading, and it looks like you fill up the recyclable container with all the wrappers. Check in, 312-591-8300. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're talking about your car rules. Kenzie's husband doesn't let her drink in the car, or doesn't want her to drink.
Doesn't want me to.
Yeah.
Let's get something clear.
I get a feeling that
There's been many a beverage in the vehicle.
Yeah, I feel like someone's not telling you, I need this Dunkin', I need this coffee now. And you're going to say, okay, I'm not going to drink the Dunkin' in the car.
Yeah, no, I want it, so I don't care.
I love people checking in on this because it is true. And if you're one of those people at 312-591-8300, your specific car rules, Hillary checked in. I used to share a car with my dad, and he also used to complain about me moving the seats and the mirrors, which, in case you didn't know, is a safety function of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. So at one point, I stopped moving the seats and mirrors, and I hit my mom's car while parking.
Oh, my God.
Weirdly, he never complained again about me moving the seats. And 2 years ago, 2 years ago, she says I went out and bought an identical car to his, and I move the seats all the time now. Living free.
See?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Everyone gets so picky about stuff. And, with my husband, it's like, if we both got this, bougie car, we'd be screwed. How the hell am I getting, garden stuff to the house or Christmas tree stuff to the house? Or, we need a car that you could just... You got to clean it afterwards, but you're okay with getting dirty in the first place.
That's the thing. I don't clean it because I give Case, the producer, a ride home because we live in the same neighborhood. And then I feel bad when I get in. I go, sorry, the car's dirty. And, I'm sorry, it's a little dirty or whatever.
It's just kind of one of those things where 3 or 4 days a week I'm going to be in your car. Maybe prepare ahead of time. Because it is embarrassing watching you, funnel through 7 Wendy's wrappers and a Big Mac wrapper. I'm like, well, Brian, clean up a little bit.
And a fish fillet.
Exactly.
Like, fish fillet.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's my car. It's my domain. It's my alone time in the car, which is only about 15 minutes a day. I have a nice little quick commute.
You do share that car with your family. They also have to sit in it.
I do, but it's mine. Megan actually pays for the car, actually. I thought about that.
I was going to say, as you're over here talking about how it's yours, you don't want her to touch your seats.
Well, listen, I'm driving it more than her because she works from home more often than I do.
Well, she's paying for it, though. So it doesn't really matter.
She's have me
You're
clean
not
it
a
now
dog.
and then.
You don't own it because you peed on it.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, we have to get into it after yesterday's debacle, but I do want to say at Q101's Facebook page, there is a small uprising to my idea from a couple hours ago to make sure Soldier Field is empty for the toilet bowl when the Broncos come to town this Sunday, possibly the worst sporting event, the Broncos Bears, that I can think of in recent memory. Can you think of something worse? I know you're coming with a White Sox game because Case, the producer's in here with a White Sox reference. I think maybe.
That's kind of like the ideal game for my family because we're all Bears fans except for my brother. One of my brothers is a big Broncos fan. So
Okay, well, you're not allowed to go according to Brian.
So we get pretty excited.
No. I have. Who offered tickets to me? He's got some kind of United suite
Yeah,
tickets?
somebody's got sweet tickets, but they have to go to a bachelor party, and he said you can go free of charge.
Listen, I understand the sacrifice I'm asking. People that got free tickets, like I thank you, sir, but
How
no.
about the people who have expensive tickets, Brian? Not the people who got free tickets.
I'm starting there. The people that have the season ticket holders that spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and the people that
I
just
waited all year to go to 8 games.
That's right. Do not go, please. I beg of you. The only message we can sit here and complain on the radio. Can you imagine being the radio station that picked up the Bears this year to broadcast the Bears? They switched radio stations this year.
I'm sure they're still getting great ratings.
I
wish we'd broadcast them.
Okay, don't listen. By the way, if that's one way to not to us, listen to us because we're better.
Well, they come in on AM radio. You can't hear the game anyways.
Oh God, it's atrocious. And then also, the only message you can send. We can complain all we want. We can go on social. I did crazy things. Almost got arrested up there at Hallis Hall a couple years
There's
ago.
a couple crazy things going on at House Hall. Where one person's getting arrested over there, apparently.
What I did was not an HR violation. But you could imagine an empty Bears Stadium, Soldier Field, on game day. That's a message to the owners that they have to sell the team. That's it. Or fire everybody. But that's not going to work. They fired everybody last time. They got a new coach, got a new GM. It didn't work. So you got to sell it.
No, it's like being hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt. One payment doesn't make your life easier. You know, it's just insurmountable odds.
That's enough, both of you.
What?
How negative. First off, some people are out there making one payment at a time, and they feel great
and
today
good for them.
because they made a payment. It does make a difference. Even if it's $20 less debt than you had, it is $20 less debt than you had. And you.
Hey, what about me?
And
Go ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Attack him personally.
Yes.
The audacity to tell people to not go. The things you complain about, you would never pay for tickets and not go. Ever, ever, ever. And to tell people to take that financial hit to prove a point that would make you happier is wildly selfish.
It is a little bit selfish. However, those people that already spent the money.
What? Don't need it? What are you going to say?
No, they can't get it back now. It's gone. I mean,
But they could attend with their families
No,
and make memories,
no.
which is probably the intention of the tickets.
Memories that you'll need therapy for later on with this team? That's the truth. I'm just speaking the truth out there. I'm speaking facts. The only way to send a message is to not go and have an empty Soldier Field. Case put a great picture up on Facebook of what it'll look like. It'll be amazing. And let's all get together.
What'd you do? Digitally erase everybody? What'd you do? What do you mean? Would you draw it?
No,
What
it's,
picture did you put up?
They just have access to a photo library. Brian's like, oh, that's the one. It's like, okay. all
That's
right.
it.
An empty field?
It's an empty
Yeah.
field with players on the field. That's what it looks like. So,
So
the
like
empty
practice?
kind of a practice look there.
More of a warm-up type scenario.
I see.
Please get behind me on this. I know things. This will work. This will work. They'll sell the team if you don't show up at all. That's the only thing that hit an owner in their wallet. It's the only way.
They're not giving it up. It's been a family business. Nobody wants to be the loser of the family who, like, fumbled the team.
Yeah, after a century, they're the ones. Yeah, that was
Oh,
me.
they're the ones that come out ahead with $1 billion. Oh, I'd hate to be that guy.
I-
Let me tell you something. I would be the worst. I should never inherit something like this. You're telling me I could be a billionaire and not work? I would be out of here so fast. I don't even have to ponder what that means for anybody else in the family. I don't care at all.
If Kenzie's
But
family,
good for them.
Kenzie's family is like the ownership group, and there's somebody in that. We can't let Kenzie get control
Oh,
because
absolutely.
she's gonna sell the team. she's gonna sell it.
I would have owned the Bears for 4 seconds. It would have been unbelievable.
And $5 billion sold. Kenzie is on a beach.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, listen, there's some other good things happening in Chicago sports. Well, not the Bulls, not the Blackhawks, not the White Sox, not the Bears, but the Cubs.
Hey-o.
Swept the Rockies yesterday, 4-3. Swept the Rockies over the weekend, and they won 4-3 yesterday. Kenzie was there Friday at the game for the Cubs game.
I was.
And a fantastic day for a baseball game.
It was. It was beautiful. Thank God the game went well. Oh, my God. It was just really nice.
And, like I said, they didn't blow it like they blew it with the Pirates. It's too bad they didn't sweep the Pirates. They needed to sweep them and the Rockies because this week's going to get rough. with the Braves and the Brewers to finish off the
Yeah,
season.
we like you rough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the wild card watch is this. So, Cubs have 6 games left, 3 against the Braves, best team in baseball, 3 against the Brewers. Thank you, Brewers, for beating the Marlins last week, though, by the way. The Marlins have 3 left against the Mets and the Pirates. Ugh.
Yeah, so the Cubs and Marlins are in a scenario right now where they both have 6 games left. There's a game between them in the wild card race. Right now, the Cubs have the last spot, but the Marlins are a game behind. Cubs are playing Braves, best team in baseball. Brewers, one of the best teams in baseball. Marlins, to reemphasize your point. Mets and Pirates, not exactly powerhouses this year in the MLB.
I will say, statistically this season, we've done better when it's been a harder team.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, I kind of feel good about it.
You're a beacon of light today in sports. You really are.
I know. I have a positivity beam.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.